I absolutely love this look. While I know this is different than my usual setup, I have a few things different that I have put to make this really cool like cinematic / shadowy look. Usually I have these things called reflectors on my lights, and these would actually amplify the light. So I'll put a clip on screen so you can see exactly what that looked like in my previous videos. Now for these ones, I have a few different things going on to achieve this look. I have a softbox over here, which is kind of diffusing the light, and it's still making it really nice even though it's really close to me. It's like literally arm's length away. And then I have my other light, the same light but with a snoot on it. Now this snoot is unique because it's all metal. Now this snoot is something I really like because it was a good in between for something that was budget friendly for about $100, but also it's fully metal and it comes with a bunch of different cards and different features that I really like. If I'm not mistaken, you can adjust the lens on it to make something like the background behind me really blurry or really sharp depending on what you want, like the design. And it came with a lot of different types of cards that are included in the actual package. So it had things like words, it had things like this light back here, which is the kind of like a window light, and a bunch of different things as well. So you might ask, why do you want a snoot of all things to put on a light? Don't you want more light to make things much easier to see? Well, it could depend on what you're doing. A snoot is basically guiding your light into the directed path. So instead of it spilling everywhere, like it's actually more focused now. So if you go to a concert or you see something where like there's a big spotlight on someone, that's kind of what they're achieving. So this is something really cool where you can create it pretty much anywhere. It's not that heavy, but also you can do a lot of cool like studio shoots with it, editorial stuff, or especially if you're doing something like video. It's really nice to achieve a certain look without having to do a ton of editing or to really like MacGyver it in some way. And I really like it because it adds this kind of like cinematic look to your footage or to your photos. And on the other side is my softbox, which I mentioned before. This softbox is meant to diffuse any of the light coming in. So you can see how when my hand and when I move around, the light is much softer and it's a little more like shadowy on one side compared to the other side, because there's not as much light on this side, but there's more like coming in from this side. So you can see how it's still a nice roll off. It looks really cool, but we're not getting like a harsh light on me. Like you're not gonna get like blown out skin, or you're not gonna get something that is unusable. You're gonna get something more controlled, and in this case you're getting something that's a little bit more cinematic looking. I'm no pro gaffer, I'm not good at lights and stuff, but at least it's something that is somewhat different, somewhat unique compared to what I had before in my other footage. So it's like a very simple setup that you can do, which is very easy. So that's a really easy way to get a cinematic setup, to have like more focused light and to have something that looks more unique and almost more cinematic. I really hope you got some value out of this video. If you want to see another cool one, be sure to get this one over here or check out the channel right over here. And if you want to hit me up on socials or Instagram at all, I'm available right over here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.